Maybe I'll fight without a shield today. Fool.
This is the dumbest thing you ever done.
That's just wrong. At least that's my opinion.
One hand style so cool! Yeah! Meanwhile, somewhere in Botania. Right then, boys! Give 'em that tips! Come on, guys!
Why won't you die?
Hang on, lads. Sturgeon! Oh, Sturgeon! I have a proposition for you.
I'm listening.
Lay down your shields. Why not fight us without them? I know what you're thinking. Why would I ever lay down my Widow Blanky? I mean my shield. If you've been playing for some time, the value of two-handed weapons with their superior reach, damage, and crush-through potential should be obvious. But what if you can't get your hands on a big bearded axe or chunky punk boy? Is there any reason to give up your precious Aegis and fight with a teeny-weeny one-hander? Oh yes. The truth is, there are plenty of advantages to putting your shields away, even if that means leaving one hand empty. You should understand these advantages, not so that you swear off shields for life, but so that you always choose the best tool for the job. Of course, there are downsides too, and the whole open to arrows thing, yes. But believe me, when I say to put those big shields away, I am definitely not trying to put you in any danger. Why don't I just get to the point? Here's 6 reasons to lay down your shields from time to time, even if that means fighting with one hand free. Number 1, block training. Looking to improve your close combat capabilities? You might visit the Fields of Valor and entreat those venerable warriors for their words of wisdom. Ah, laconic, and so very true. But how do you get good? You practice, motherfucker! Whether you opt for a double or single-handed weapon, as long as you don't use a shield, you'll be forced to develop your blocking skills. In contrast, cowering behind a shield is limiting, both in terms of your immediate attack options and long-term defensive development. Number 2, weapons won't break. A single handcrafted weapon can break the Calradian economy, but a single-handed weapon won't break on you, ever, unlike those Sunderous shields. When you know how to use a weapon to block, you will never have to worry about some axe-wielding maniac chopping your block tool to smithereens. Number 3, increased movement speed. Laying down your shield offers a game-changing mobility boost. Indeed, this mobility boost is possibly the biggest benefit of all because move speed affects so many things. For example, improved range control. The faster you move, the easier it is to crowd opponents who have the reach advantage, or create distance when you want a break. Better evasion. The faster you move, the easier it is to dodge incoming attacks, whether you need to quickly dart back out of range or step off the line of an incoming thrust. Better objective play. When you need to race for a flag, rush the enemy artillery, or sprint to somebody's rescue, increased move speed can only help. Faster attacks. There are many different ways to speed up your swing, which I will cover in a future video. One of them is to shorten the distance your weapon has to travel. So when you swing to the right, move to the left, and vice versa. You'll probably smother yourself at first, but keep experimenting, and eventually you'll find the sweet spot, where you're closer to the opponent, but still able to complete your cut or swing. Finally, improved turn blocking, since you often need to move your feet to get the right angle for that easy, inverted block technique we've covered in previous videos. This is not an exhaustive list either. Move speed helps in so many ways. Number 4. Buff the Botanian Boot. laying down your shield brings out the very best of the Battanian boot, offering the following 3 advantages. First, you can block in 3 out of 4 directions while you kick. For as long as you don't have a shield equipped, you can block overhead, to the left, and to the right, but not down. So, for the duration of the kicking animation, you are only exposed to thrusts, and even then you'll often land first. That means if you're fighting someone using a maul, great axe, mace, scythe, shovel, even the sacred falx, you can kick with relative impunity without ever losing your ability to block. Just mind your position and watch out for counter kicks, because you won't be able to move until you've set your feet again. Secondly, laying down your shield will help you get in position to kick faster and more often. Unless you're timing a hard charging opponent, glorious, or someone circling into your back leg, you'll need quick feet to get into position to land your kick. You have to be almost on top of them, chest to chest, and it's much easier to get there without a shield equipped. Thirdly, it will be much easier to sidestep enemy kicks and counter with your own when you aren't using a shield, as you're both a smaller target and much faster on your feet. Number 5. Bash from the other side. Unlike the Sword and Border's left-handed bash, one-handed weapon fighters strike from the right, using the pommel or butt of their weapon. If you have an easier time aiming and landing these bashes from the right-hand side, well then the shieldless fighting style might be for you. Number 6. Improved handling speed? Question mark? This is purely speculative, but it feels to me like shields impose handling penalties. Or maybe it's that fighting with one hand free gives a handling boost. If that's true, that means better feinting, combinations, block adjustments, miss recovery, parries, chamber blocks, on and on. It could be some combination of the duelist and sprint perks, or it could be nothing at all. Maybe what I'm feeling is just another effect of the move speed increase. Maybe fighting without a shield is just forcing me to be on my game. And maybe it's all in my head. I would love to hear your feedback on this one, because even the forum hive mind seemed unclear. But I know at least one person agrees with me, so plausible. But I have no data to back this up. Still, not counting this one, that's 5 good reasons to give it a try, with plenty of sub-reasons. So just lower your shields, okay? What do you say, you old goat?
Well spoken. Drop your shields, then, boys.
Gotcha, bitch.
Battanian fans ain't nothing to fuck with. Battanian fans ain't nothing to fuck with. Battanian fans ain't nothing to fuck with. Battanian fans ain't nothing to fuck with.
One-handed style. One-handed style.